Welcome back, beautiful brave hearts. It's Lorraine here in Calgary. I am a master practitioner and I have a power pack here in Calgary. Um, and I have the pleasure of interviewing John Baxter. Now, he is well known for grounding, but there's something else that he has to offer us, which is in our Doc Detox store that we're gonna bring attention to that and why you need the grounding and this other thing. John, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, thank you so much, Lorraine. It's always great to connect with you all. And people know me for certain things, but they probably know me very little in some aspect too. I'm fairly known in the conservative movement, the truther community, in health, natural health, and the world at large. So, not just here in the US, but I've made a name for myself worldwide. I'm a minister of health for over 100 countries. I'm Knight John Baxter, helping all types of people around the world. And how did I get here? Well, I have 86 health technologies, 8 worldwide breakthroughs, and we always talk about grounding on the show is because it's the quintessential need that we must solve with sleeping grounded. We've been missing the mark because we wear rubber-soled shoes. The concrete slab that we live on, all of us, blocks us from the natural currents of the earth, which is more like being recharged like a battery, like having your cell phone recharge. If you don't recharge your phone, guess what? You stay in the red. If you stay in the red, you're staying in inflammation. You're missing the boat. So it's cool to always talk about grounding, this conductive fabric that plugs in and discharges the body thousands of different ways, but this is the patented technology that we created. It's stretchable, it's conductive, it's breathable, it's washable, has 4-in-1. It has far infrared grounding, EMF shielding, and it uses silver nanotechnology that makes it antimicrobial. So and it has safety features, it plugs right in. So a lot of people just know me from this grounding, but this is a little piece of what I've done with 86 health technologies. People know me as the MedBed Pioneer. My book, The MedBed Pioneer, the MedBed story is out. It's been out for over 3 years. And I have a new book called 333 Benefits of Grounding and How We Launched the MedBed Story. So when you realize, well, how did this all come about? Well, this all came about through my healing. And because of my passion toward this work, this art form, it really is an art form, started over 100 years ago with Nikola Tesla and some prominent frequency medicine pioneers that he trained. And realize over the years, the bionutritional revolution, the bioelectrical revolution were halted, stopped, disapproved because Big Pharma had their eyes on pharmaceutical-based medicines that were petroleum-based, non-man-made, so that you could charge a premium, you could control your market and own pharmaceutical industries and monopolize our healthcare. So what was the missing link since the times of Nikola Tesla? Well, it was the bioelectrical revolution, which, if you find out, it's a formative player in helping you get to a level of achieving your best level of health. And it does it without side effects for the most part. So, wow, really? Did you know in the 1930s, the number one selling product in a Sears Roebuck was a Rife machine? No one knows that. Did you ever hear about the Tesla Violet Ray, one of the most popular health products in the early 1900s? Electrical medicine. What have these famous scientists and doctors done over the last 100 years? Well, they figured out how frequencies play the most fundamental portion of your health in the future. The future that we talk about is now. Who unleashed the AI? Well, who unleashed the frequencies? Who unleashed the peptides? Who unleashed the detoxification programs? Pioneers in their field, pioneers that realize the truth. You know, you can be indoctrinated with so-called truth to realize you were indoctrinated, or you can find people like Dr. Wolfe, who's fought this war for decades. A lot of our health pioneers and health troopers, our health crusaders, are people that know, they realize that, wow, this stuff works. This stuff has very little side effects. This stuff needs to get the word out. There needs to be people training and educating, informing the public. So the machine that I'm going to show you today is called the Regen 1500. It is in the DOCA Detox e-commerce platform. If you want to get more information, email them. But what we're talking about is the not pseudoscience. Pseudoscience, what does that mean? It means you can't measure it science. It's a non-measurable science. What is scalar? Scalar energy. What does scalar mean? Scalar's definition is a non-measurable frequency. What do we play with? Measurable frequencies. If you can't measure it, you can't monitor it, you can't manage it. So if you can't do those three things, you can't determine whether it's working or not. So it's important to know that what the machine I'm going to show you today is called the Regen 1500 from my company, Backstar. Backstar Manufacturing has been building the most amazing health equipment for over 20 years. And you're talking frequency medicine. This is the first major frequency medicine machine made in the USA. I have engineers, top engineers in frequency medicine, where we broke apart throughout the history of frequency medicine, all the machines to figure out the mechanism of action, what is really taking place, what is really happening, why are people getting these results, and we put it all in one machine. This little handheld machine, don't get it wrong, it has over 1 million frequencies and over 1,500 programs that work on your physiology when it's being impacted. I told Lorraine, well, what does that mean? Well, when our cells are impaired, what do you mean, Mr. Baxter? Cells can be impaired. 5 things that can impair your cells: bacteria, mold, fungus, parasites, toxins. Those are the 5 main things that impair your cells. Just to put it to you frankly, I've spoken to the top oncologist in the world. What do they say? I say, Doc, what is cancer? He goes, abnormal cells taking over. What does that mean? That's so vague. Abnormal cells taking over. What are the solutions? Well, you can do chemotherapy, or you can do radiation. Okay, sir. Well, you're just gonna radiate it off. You're just going to chemotherapy it out. Those are the protocols, and that's how people know it. They don't ask themselves questions. They never second guess. They typically never get a second opinion. The only thing they go for, your Visa card, MasterCard, or your American Express card, because that's what keeps the doors open. You don't need to know. You're not at that level, but it's your body. So a lot of people over the years, the ones that question reality, the ones that want to know really what it is, they study history. They study these famous doctors. They study the Nobel Peace Prize winners. They realize that these issues were figured out in the 1930s. So here we are jogging along, thinking we know everything. I know the current system better than you. And that current system is not as, I would say, not as truthful as you think it would be. And in that sense, reality gets questioned. Reality is spun around, twisted, and what's in front of your face is fear. Fear to make a decision right now. Fear is the most powerful thing that positions us today in the current health market. We don't know, and what we don't know, we don't understand. And if someone tells us from a position of power what you should understand or know, well, we actually cave in. We become weak. We don't know what we don't understand. And when we don't know what we understand, we give in. But today, I'm here to educate you at a high level. There's 5 ways your cells can be impaired. And in the frequency medicine understanding of things, this is the most important thing you need to know. You break your leg in a car wreck, don't come see us. That's not what this is. That's called emergency medicine. But if you have anything else, give us a call. We'll help you. This is a doctor in a box. This is a frequency medicine machine in a box. Okay, what is AI? Well, AI is a system that you can ask questions, mental health, physical health. It will give you some information at a very high advanced level. Realize that this machine right here, you can pull it up, and let's say not only is it going to show you what options it has, this goes along with another machine we offer. The other machine we offer is a Backstar bioscanner. It will tell you root cause physiological issues. What does that mean? Well, when the guy says it's an abnormal cells, well, what's creating the abnormal cells? 5 things or a multitude of the 5 things. It could be 3 things, it could be 2, it could be 1, it could be all 5. But once you know that, you know the problem. If you know the exact problem, you can find out the exact solution. Isn't that a solutionized way to do things that's straightforward, that you can't really not justify? This is black and white justification on how you can get better. If you have a machine like this, you're in control. You have some control in this world. In a world of chaos and that's out of control, knowing what your physiological issue is 99.9% of the battle. If you don't know what your issue is, you're swimming through a soup. And when I meet these people, and it's likely you've been told there's something, and you run around in circles, you obsess about what could be wrong, and you don't find the answer, you reach out to this doctor, you reach out to this doctor, you reach out to this person, you reach out to this person, and they just never can pull the needle out of the haystack. It's just like, what? They can't do that, right? I've made a name for myself. I think they nickname me Needle in the Haystack. You want to know the root cause issue? Is this it right here? Is this it right here? I I think that's it. I really think that's it. Well, I'm pretty sure that's a good place to start. That's what I tell them. So if you want to know why tens of thousands of people I get on these podcasts and they say, John Baxter saved my life, and I'm grateful and I'm fortunate, but this mission is bigger than myself. And I am so grateful that I get to position myself with you guys and help you. That's why I was asked to do this show, and I was honored to do it. So I'm showing you something that's very affordable. It's less than $4,000. I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus, but I've seen a PEMF mat that has 2 frequencies that sells for $6,000. And I'm just like, no, not for our people. I'm not an infomercial, right? I've seen some guys sell a supplement online and they become famous. They say, take this little test. You have a methylation problem. Who wasn't even in healthcare. He is more of an infomercial pitch man. And I haven't been that. I don't want to be that. And the thing that I want to do is help people. So I make products affordable. I make them in the United States. I make sure that our supply chains are clean. And I make sure the machine is very advanced. Whatever frequency this machine says, guess what? The exact frequency pushes out to the very the surface of where you're receiving them. Why is that a big deal? Because no one else's machine does it. Who had to figure that out? An engineer, pioneer of frequency medicine. There's no resistance in this cable. What frequency this thing says, it actually gets pushed to the end of our frequency unit or electrodes. So it's super important for people to get this machine. It's called the Regen 1500. And I'm going to blow your mind a little bit more, if you don't mind, Lorraine. Like I talked
Go
about two
for it.
things. I talked about a very high advanced frequency medicine machine. I talked about grounding, and I'm just going to show you. Let's just pull up one. Let's just say that let's say someone said, "Oh, you have pancreatic cancer." Well, we look at the scanner and said, "Well, you have abnormal cells and you need to get the procedure today or you're going to die tomorrow." Right? That's what you hear. And then some of the people say, "I want to get a second opinion. I don't like this. I see you once a year and you make me buy stuff." This machine says, "Oh, what if it's the pancreas?" We do our frequency scan. It looks like there's Streptococcus aureus in your pancreas. Now that's a bacteria. That bacteria is feeding off the sugar, the latent sugar in your pancreas, likely as a physiological issue. It could be that. Well, guess what? We have the Streptococcus aureus in three different fashions. And since the scanner said it was in your pancreas as a physiological issue, possibly, I'm not Houdini, but maybe that could be your real issue. So let's put this machine, connect it to the electrodes. Let's run this machine and see if that isn't the answer. So now, is frequency medicine the answer? This is the question that most people think. Well, I offer frequencies, I offer scalar, I offer all these things. I offer pseudoscience. I offer frequency medicine. My stuff's the best. All right, for one, does it offer a specific frequency? So right now it's running at 8,697 hertz. See that bottom left,
Yeah.
bottom right?
Yeah.
That's being pushed through at a level 10 strength. If you can't tell me what frequency you're offering pseudoscience. You're saying, trust me because I'm selling something. I'm saying, this is truth. That number doesn't lie. This was a selected number over 100 years of figuring this out. So, even if that is the case, is this the 100% answer? Now, I mentioned frequency medicine, PEMF. Is PEMF the answer? Let me tell you something, folks. There's a duality in this world. There's a plus and minus. Did you know the word electromagnetism is two words combined? Electric and magnetism combined, called electromagnetism. What does that mean? Well, without one or the other, you don't have a full system. Now, if I give you electricity, I need to be able to balance it out. I need to discharge it. If I just give you 24 hours of electricity, your body's going to heat up. You're going to get more voltage, and likely what was good for your body becomes an inflamed situation, an impaired, inflamed situation. If I give you 100% frequencies for a whole month, you never get off the machine. Well, why? Why do we have a three-pronged system? Why do we have a ground and two electricities at the top, AC unit? Is because without the ground, you don't have a safe or complete system. With frequency medicine on the body, if you don't have grounding, you don't have a safe or complete frequency medicine system. Now, what you're hearing is this is likely the first time you've heard any of this. I've been sharing this for over 4 years with my following because I'm the guy working on the forefront of things, the pioneer of a thing called a med bed, the pioneer of something called frequency medicine. Never before in the realm of frequency medicine has someone figured this out. Why? It's because I spent my time giving away over $4 million in free services to people around the world. I spent my time on the bottom end of things to figure out as an inventor the reality of the situation. This happens to be one of my patents. This happens to be another product I created. I got 86 more. How did I find this out? Trial and error. And when the truth comes out in many years, this is what people are going to say. Wow, this grounding was super important. And now I have the ability to put the power of healing in my own hands with this medicine box that has everything in it. Now I have the balance. I have the balance. I have the frequency medicine, I have the grounding. And why is that important? Because too much grounding is actually fine, but too much frequency is radiating energy and heat, and it's not fine after a while. You need to balance it out to bring the body back into balance. And that is how people are going to live longer than ever. That is how you're going to feel better than you ever had. This is how you're going to take a technology and not include these stupid side effects. This is the future. It is here. It's been here. And it's not the most popular, but it is probably the most truthful. So you'll see a correlation. What's most truthful is not the most popular, but the reality is the reality. Ask yourself, do your own research, understand my perception, try to rework that theory, try to disprove me. I would love for that to happen. But what you'll find in the end is that this is a very viable, potent solution that we're offering all of you patriots at home, all of you conscious followers at home, that, you know, when it comes down to it, this is a technology you can use not only on yourself, but your family. You have access to this. There's a book that comes up with all the different things. And I'm so passionate about it because I live for this. This is my destiny, duty, my calling, and to share it today with you guys is it's ultra important. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I can't do anything else at this point because I'm so entrenched in helping people. So if you had any questions, reach out to our Doca Detox webpage. You can email us, you can call us, send us an email with a message, send us an email that you want this, send us an email on how this works. Because I can tell you, there is so much more than meets the eye. I'm happy to educate you. I have done educational seminars with Dr. Wolfe. It's been about a year, but if you're really interested, I'd be happy to help all you.
Awesome. That is so great. I have been interested in grounding and I have been interested in supplying my body with the energy it needs, the frequencies it needs. But now I see how important that balance is because the grounding is what's gonna it's like it's helping the toxins get out of your body. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then putting the frequencies in there is helping your body to raise the body's vibration so it can heal. Like
Yeah.
this is thank you so much. Like this has been an eye opener for me because I didn't know how important the two were together. So this is amazing. I really appreciate you coming on and talking about this.
Yeah, and to put it in perspective one more time, Lorraine, the frequency is like lifting weights. It is, you're actually tearing a little bit, but it's actually making you stronger. The grounding is actually like sleeping. It's the sleep pill. It's making you recover and rejuvenate, and the frequency actually damages. So once you understand that concept, you realize the balance, we're all living in a balance. Whether you're not sleeping, whether you're eating poorly, it's all about the balance. You need to bring yourself back in the balance. And really, if you study this, and I was happy to share it with you today, is that even in the frequency realm, it's the duality. It's bringing us back to the balance. And, it's just like anything else. You don't want to stay too long in any extreme. Basically, any extreme will eventually overheat your body or, do something derogatory, can be the cause of illness and disease. But if you keep yourself in balance, reduce your stress levels, have access to technology like this, I can tell you, once you get in this and you understand the impact on others, and if you want to join and do this yourself, reach out to Doc Detox. There's so many healers, there's so many providers, there's so many people that are helping our communities at large. And it's the most fun, rewarding thing you can possibly do. So thank you so much for what you do, Lorraine, and what you guys are doing over there at Doc Detox. It's been a pleasure and honor to speak with you guys today.
Thank you. And you have yourself an amazing day. And
Thank you.
I am just going to bring the slides up, to just give me a second here. There we go. Just about there. Here we are. There. All right. So we still have our 4th of July sale on, and it is going until Sunday midnight. So that is up to 40% off the Doc Detox products that he's got on sale for this sale. So you can go to docadetoxstore.com to get more information on what's on sale and take advantage of up to 40% off. And then this week on Sunday, we have got the Gold Care, which is a BHN special world event. This is with Dr. Dana Cranberg-Neal and Simone Gold and Dr. Daryl Wolfe and 18 other leading healers on Sunday, July the 13th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we're following it with none but 2 live Q&As. Well, the first one is on Monday, July the 14th from 12 p.m. till 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the second one is on Tuesday, July the 15th from 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are wanting to get so much health information out to the world, and this is free for you. All you have to do is sign up. Go to bhnuniversity.com and you'll get a link to be able to go and listen to the Gold Care World event on Sunday, July the 13th. And then if you have questions, you want to hop on to one or both of the live Q&As. We have the BHN World Events. So already talked about Gold Care. The next one after that is A World Without Cancer, September the 21st. After that, we got Quantum Power Pack Healing, October the 5th. And then we've got Food Forest Abundance, October the 26th. And then Super Soldiers, Immunity is on November the 16th. And then we've got the live Q&As with Doc of Detox, Dr. Gerald Wolfe, Rock with the Doc, Heal Yourself, Heal Your Family. And so July the 19th and August the 6th. And you can just take a quick snapshot, screenshot of this and go to bhnuniversity.com to get yourself signed up for all of these things. And just know that, the information that we're bringing you guys is informative, but not everybody is on board and wants us to be able to be out there giving this information. So sooner or later, we are going to get banned. So you want to make sure that you're going to still be able to get this information. So you're going to go to bhnapp.com, where you're going to find all of our podcasts, all of our BHN TV All of it's going to be there. So you will be able to stay informed. And it looks like maybe my internet's not working so well. There we go. We've got the BHN app. You're going to go to bhnapp.com to download it, and that's where you're going to get all of this information. So you're going to stay on top of all the information that we have to offer. Jen, you might want to put these advertisements up because my internet seems to be a little slow here.
I got you.
So with the BHN app, you're going to be able to track your perfect day. You're going to get the news and events. Like I said, that the new information coming in is going to be there. The New World Practitioner map, you'll be able to find a practitioner in your area. Evolve is where you're going to get all of the healing library, you know, the world's largest free online library of videos, guides, audios for self-healing. You know, you'll be able to connect with other brave hearts all around the world. You'll be able to find your perfect match if that's what you're looking for. And then there's a little Tibetan bowl you can set for as a reminder. Maybe you want to remind yourself to get your water in, whatever that is. So go to bhnuniversity.com and unleash that healer within. And then we've got Dr. Sage Wolfe, his next time that he's going to be offering the Wolfe Non-Surgical Cell-Sonic Regeneration Thermography Consultations, Heavy Metal Testings is going to be in Montreal, Quebec. And that's going to start on Saturday, August the 23rd to Monday, September the 1st. And you are going to call Christiane and to book an appointment, and just know these appointments get filled up fast. You're going to call 438-929-0997. And then he's going to be in Toronto, Ontario, offering all the same treatments. It's going to be Thursday, September the 4th to Tuesday, September the 9th. And you're going to call Magdalena, and her number is 416-669-9351 to book your appointment. And then he's going to be in Los Angeles, California, and that's going to be in February 2025, February the 25th, and it's going to go to March the 5th, and you're going to call Narin to book your appointment with Dr. Sage. It is 386-631-4066. And then we have personal certification and training with Dr. Sage Wolfe. You know, he will come to you or you can come to us. You're going to call the toll-free number 1-855-900-4544, extension 5, or the US direct number. And then this is the courses we've got coming up. Toronto, I believe, has the Wolfe Non-Surgical. I can't see the dates, but they are there. You can take a screenshot. And then we have the prices of all the different certifications that we have and the pelvic restoration. You can take another screenshot for that. You can go to bhnuniversity.com for more information on that. The Women's Pelvic Restoration and Disease Prevention Masterclass in person and live online worldwide is going to be November the 21st to 23rd. That's going to be in Ixtapa, Mexico, live and online. And then the next one after that will be in February, the February 20th to the 22nd, and that's going to be in Ixtapa, Mexico, and live online. So you can go to bhnuniversity.com to get yourself signed up. So Dr. Daryl Wolfe is coming to the 2026 Conscious Live Expo in LA. Transformational healing booth. The DoD Power Pack clinics worldwide, and I am very fortunate to be one of the Power Packs. But if you're interested in becoming a Power Pack clinic, then you can go to dodpowerpack.com for more information. And just know when you get yourself the cell sonic regeneration and cardio med bed, that comes with 27 days of professional training. Financing is available in the US. That is for the Whole Life Health Certified, the Wolfe Non-Surgical Certified, or if you're taking them both together, the New World Practitioner, and the dodpowerpack.com. So if you're interested in being in that Power Pack US, there is financing available. And then we have the DoD 5-star, which is in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo. And there is a new one getting ready, being developed right now for St. Cloud, Florida. And I believe it's going to be up and running 2026. And then you can send your questions in. You know, we are on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, Rumble, Telegram, and BitChute. So your questions matter. Get your questions in. We have people monitoring and we'll be able to answer those questions. And just know that we are audible now. So you can plug in and walk your dog at the same time and get some life-changing information. So the podcasts are all going to be there. The Doc of Detox fulfillment centers we have in United States, Canada, and in Australia, and we ship worldwide. You can go to shopdodnow.com. And if you want to become an affiliate partner, you love the products, you can sign up at docofdetoxpartner.com, where you'll be able to earn commissions and referrals just by talking to people. And if you are a health professional or a practitioner and you want to bring in the DACA Detox products, then you can call the US WhatsApp direct 1-469-861-9454 or the toll-free number 1-855-900-4544 extension 5, or you can email office.docadetox@gmail.com. The Power Pack clinics worldwide, again, you get that free 27 days of professional training when you get the cell sonic regeneration and cardio med bed. Financing available in the United States, the DACA Detox 5-star health and healing. It is a beautiful resort. If you need to get some healing done, you can go to dod5star.com and check it out. The Perfect Day consultation, you can book a personalized consultation with Dr. Daryl Wolfe, and this is lifetime telephone support. Now, who is offering that? You can call 1-855-900-4544 extension 1 and book your appointment with Dr. Daryl Wolfe by talking to his assistants, or you can call her direct line at 1-250-980-0554. And if you want a personalized consultation with a qualified New World practitioner, you can go to perfectdayconsultation.com. We have our swag out there, the sweatshirts that you can get, and then we have the hoodies and the caps and water bottles and t-shirts. You can go to docofdetoxstore.com to be able to purchase your swag and show off your brave heart. And then if you haven't already, download that Ultimate Healing Guide. You can go to pdgfree.com to get this downloaded for free and have this healing information at your fingertips. And right now, we still have them on sale if you want the physical book. And that would be delivered right to your door in North America and in Australia. So free delivery in North America and Australia. If you want to take back your power, then download for free Healthy to 100. This is a great book that Dr. Wolfe has written, and it's funny, but it is so down to the point as what you can do and what's going on. Take your power back. Go to pdgfree.com, download it, or you can buy the hard copy from the Doca Detox store. The only permanent health care is self-care. And the only permanent love is self-love. You know, it's an inside job, always has been, always will be. To rise to your full potential, you need to learn how to fly, which means first love yourself. This is not you being selfish. This is you being able to do what you need to do to take care of this beautiful body. And here at Braveheart Nation, we are stronger and we rise together. You know, come and be part of bhnuniversity.com, where you're going to find all the courses and events that are coming up, or you can go to bhnapp.com. And again, you know, we are still able to be on some of the platforms, but the information that we are given is stuff that, you know, some people don't want us to be able to say and have the average person hear. So definitely that if you want to stay connected to this information, you're going to have to download that app. It is a life-changing, life-saving information. And we like to end with the Braveheart Oath. I am love. I am healed. I am Braveheart. Today and every day, from the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I will always trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and totally love myself first and foremost, before anyone else or anything else. So help me God, because I can, I'm healed, I am love, I'm Braveheart, and I am all in. 3, 2, 1. You've got this. Thanks for joining.